Can one small act in your first waking hour really change your entire experience of aging? It might sound too simple to be true, but stay with me. I'm Dr. Mark, and after over 20 years helping men over 60 reclaim their health and confidence, I've seen something incredible. It's not age that causes your body to slow down. It's blood flow. More specifically, a hidden breakdown in circulation to one key area that most men overlook. Until it's too late. You see, by the time most men reach their 60s, they start to feel less like themselves. Less drive, less energy, less performance. The knee-jerk reaction? It's just getting older. But science tells us something very different. According to a major Harvard study, over 70% of erectile dysfunction cases aren't caused by low testosterone. They're caused by poor blood flow, especially to the corpora cavernosa, the sponge-like chambers in the penis that fill with blood during arousal. What's even more shocking, the damage starts with tiny, innocent habits. Right in the morning. Yes, the way you begin your day has a powerful ripple effect on your circulation, your hormone signals, and even your nervous system's ability to respond naturally to touch, connection, and desire. Let me explain. Think of the male body like a garden hose. If the hose is stiff, kinked, or clogged, water or blood, in this case, can't flow properly. The result? Even if you have desire, your body can't deliver the response. That's not a lack of manhood. It's a lack of circulation. This condition has a name: endothelial dysfunction. It happens when the inner lining of your blood vessels, especially the microscopic ones in your pelvis, lose flexibility and stop producing enough nitric oxide, the molecule that tells vessels to relax and allow blood in. So what's the fix? It starts within the first 60 minutes of your morning. In this video, I'll show you a simple 3-minute routine you can do each morning that reactivates blood flow, awakens dormant reflexes, and naturally supports testosterone function. No pills, no surgery, no embarrassing treatments. And here's the best part. Many of my patients started seeing results in as little as 7 days, just by changing how they start their day. But before we jump in, tell me where you're watching from in the comments. I love hearing from men around the world who are taking charge of their health, not giving up on it. And if you're serious about your vitality, your relationship, and your independence as you age, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss the tools that could transform your life. Now, let's bust the biggest myth in male aging. Sexual decline is inevitable after 60. No, it's not. Your body isn't broken. It's just understimulated. The truth? As long as your cardiovascular system still has some flexibility, your body still knows what to do. It's just waiting for you to give it the right cues. Like hydrating at the right time, moving the right way, and stimulating nitric oxide release early in the day. Because when you give your system the right signal, through blood flow, breath, and basic rhythm, the change is almost immediate. Your capillaries begin to open. Your energy improves. You sleep better. And yes, your body starts responding again. I've seen men who thought they were past their prime experience a major comeback, and not with medications, but with morning rhythm resets. So here's the truth. Stop blaming your age. Start tuning in to the tiny things that rebuild blood flow and vitality from the ground up. And if you've stayed with me this far, thank you. That means you care about your health, your confidence, and the quality of your life. You're not too old. You're not out of time. You just need to wake your body up the right way. Part 2. Morning mistakes that quietly damage male vitality. Before we move on, could you do me a quick favor? Just drop a 1 in the comments. It lets me know you're still here and that you care about your health. Seriously, I read them all. Now, Let's talk about something almost no one is addressing. Your morning, that small window of time right after you open your eyes, is quietly shaping your hormones, your energy, and yes, your sexual performance. Most men don't realize this. Wake up, immediately check their phone, skip breakfast, chug some coffee, maybe even head out the door without a single drop of water, and then spend the rest of the day wondering why they feel so flat, unfocused, or disconnected. I used to do the same thing. I didn't question it because it felt normal. But over the years, watching hundreds of older male patients in my practice, I noticed a clear pattern. The quality of your morning predicts the strength of your manhood. Here's why. When you wake up, your body is in what we call the early physiological activation phase. It's a crucial time when your hormones are trying to recalibrate, your circulatory system is trying to wake up, and your nervous system is waiting for a signal. But what happens if you don't give that signal? Your body stays in a semi-dehydrated state. Blood gets thicker and harder to pump. Nitric oxide, the molecule that opens up blood vessels, remains inactive. And your microcirculation, especially to the pelvic area, stays sluggish. The result? Your body wants to respond, but simply can't, and over time, it forgets how. I'll never forget a 68-year-old patient who came to me looking defeated. He hadn't felt any physiological reflexes in over 3 years. No desire, no strength, no spark. But here's the thing. He didn't need a pill. He just needed to wake his body up differently. We started simple. 2 glasses of water first thing. 3 minutes of light movement. A circulation-friendly breakfast. After 2 weeks, he told me in his own words, "Doctor, I'm waking up like a man again." And that's the power of small shifts, done daily. If you've been searching for complicated solutions, let me save you some time. The fix starts with your morning. So, if you're asking, all right, doc, what exactly should I be doing after I wake up? Let's dive into part 3. Part 3. The 3-step morning routine to reignite male vitality. After 60, when I first introduced this natural approach to my older patients, many were skeptical. They looked at me like, that's it? That's all I have to do? No expensive meds? No awkward procedures? And I get it. Most of us have been conditioned to believe that male vitality after 60 is only possible through extreme solutions. But here's what I tell every man I meet. Your body doesn't need to be forced into performance. It needs to be guided at the right time with the right actions. And the best time? The first 30 minutes after waking up. So here are the 3 simple steps I recommend to every man over 60. Step 1. Hydrate your blood. Drink 2 glasses of room temperature water. No sugar, no ice, no flavoring. After 6 to 8 hours of sleep, your body is slightly dehydrated. That makes your blood thicker and sluggish, which reduces circulation, especially to the smallest vessels in your pelvic region. Water thins your blood, supports circulation, and stimulates nitric oxide production, which helps open up those essential blood vessels. Step 2. Gentle movement. Just 2 to 3 minutes. You don't need a gym. No jumping jacks. Just simple movement. Shoulder rolls, neck stretches, hip rotations, deep breathing, or walking around your room. These light activities wake up your sympathetic nervous system and send blood flow toward the pelvic floor muscles and lower body vessels, which support arousal and function. Bonus: movement helps oxygenate your brain too. You'll think clearer all day. Step 3. Eat to fuel your blood and hormones. Skip the sugary cereals, toast, and heavy carbs. Instead, choose foods that feed your circulation and hormonal balance. Go for things like boiled eggs, good fats, and protein, unsweetened Greek yogurt, a handful of walnuts or pumpkin seeds, berries, especially wild blueberries, which support vessel health and fight inflammation. This kind of breakfast keeps your blood vessels elastic supports testosterone, and enhances nerve sensitivity, all crucial for performance and confidence. I've had patients return just 5 to 7 days later with a new light in their eyes, better sleep, clearer focus, and a sense of internal strength they thought was gone forever. The truth is, when these small actions become part of your morning rhythm, your body doesn't just improve. It reprograms. It shifts into a state where blood flow, hormone signals, and emotional energy are working with you, not against you. Now, if you're still with me, thank you. Seriously, it means you care about your health, and that matters. Drop A3 in the comments so I know you've made it to this point. And in the next part, I'll show you one powerful, natural ingredient that you can add to your morning routine to send even stronger signals to your body, helping you take this transformation to the next level. Trust me, this is just the beginning. Part 4. 1 week to feeling alive again. After just 1 week, the body starts whispering signs of life again. I'll never forget Mr. Richard. He was 66, a retired high school principal. He walked into my clinic with the weight of silence in his eyes. You know that look? Not just tired, but empty. We talked for a while, and then he let out a quiet sigh and said something that cut deeper than most medical charts ever could. I think I did everything right in life, except for holding on to my manhood. He wasn't talking about ego. He wasn't talking about vanity. He was talking about something far more intimate, the part of himself that made him feel alive, connected, capable, like a man. And truthfully, he's not alone. I've heard that same pain, spoken and unspoken, from hundreds of men over the years. So I gave him what I always offer first. No big transformations, no miracle cures. Just 3 simple morning steps, done with consistency. I told him, give it 7 days, nothing more. Just show up for your mornings. We'll go from there. A week later, I opened my inbox to a message from Richard. Just 1 line. I woke up this morning and felt like I'm coming back. That sentence might sound small, but if you've spent months, or even years, waking up to silence and disappointment, you'll understand just how big those words really are. Because here's what no one talks about. A morning erection isn't just about arousal. It's a sign of life. It tells you that your blood is still flowing. Your hormones are still functioning. Your body still knows how to respond. It's not just physical. It's proof that something inside you is still switched on. Over the years, I've seen a consistent pattern in those who improve. Recovery never happens overnight. It begins quietly, almost shyly. Afternoon fatigue starts to fade. Sleep deepens. Fewer wake-ups, more dreaming. And most importantly, confidence returns. Not loudly, but surely. All without the crutch of medication. No injections. No surgeries. What changed? The morning signals. Those first moments of hydration, movement, and nourishment reset the body's inner chemistry. Like tuning a piano that's gone out of sync. Your nitric oxide levels begin to rise. Blood flow improves. The endocrine system, your hormone control center, starts to work with less pressure. And little by little, your natural sexual function comes back online. But here's something every man needs to know, and this is critical. This isn't some hack. It's not a trick or a 1-week fix. It's a biological language. You're teaching your body to speak again. Every single morning. And if you keep speaking it clearly, consistently, your body will answer. Which brings us to Part 5. This is not a temporary fix. It's a way to reawaken vitality for life. I understand the urgency many men feel. When your body changes, when performance slips, when energy dips and self-doubt creeps in, it's tempting to reach for whatever the ads are selling. Pills, patches, so-called miracle supplements. I've seen it again and again in men over 60 who come through my door. But here's what I've learned from over 20 years in geriatric and men's health clinics. True recovery, the kind that lasts, doesn't come from outside in. It starts from inside-out. Part 5. How to reawaken your vitality for life, not just for a week. True recovery doesn't come from rushing. It doesn't happen in a single day or with a single decision. It comes from sending the right signals over and over at the right time. Every time you wake up and drink enough water. Every time you take a few minutes to gently move your body. Every time you choose a breakfast that nourishes your hormones instead of just filling your stomach. You're doing something powerful. You're telling your body, I'm still here. I care, and I want to live with strength, not just survive. You see, your body isn't falling apart because of age. It's simply been silent, quieted by years of neglect, dehydration, poor sleep, and skipped signals. But the moment you begin to show up consistently with small, intentional actions, your body responds. Your circulation improves. Your nervous system wakes up. Your hormones begin to realign. And the changes? They may not be loud, but they are very real. You begin to notice a clearer, more focused mind, sleep that's deeper and more refreshing, and perhaps most important, a quiet return of confidence, not because of how you look, but because of how you feel inside your own skin. That feeling, I'm in control again, is where true vitality begins. And here's the beautiful part. As your lifestyle improves in the right direction, it's not just your sexual health that improves. Your entire life begins to shift. Relationships become richer. Emotional balance returns. And your connection to yourself, to your purpose, and to those around you grows stronger. So, if you've started applying what I've shared, and you've noticed even the smallest improvement, congratulations. That means your body is listening. It's waking up. Not because you're doing everything perfectly, but because you're being consistent. And consistency is more powerful than perfection will ever be, because those small daily choices, 2 glasses of water, 3 minutes of movement, a hormone-friendly breakfast, they're not just habits, they're biological messages. And they say, it's time to rebuild. Not artificially, but naturally, safely, and sustainably. Here's the truth. Your body has never abandoned you. It's just been waiting. Waiting for a signal. Waiting for you. If today's message spoke to you, if it made you think or gave you hope, please take a moment to hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell. This channel is here to guide you with science-based, practical strategies for men's health after 60. And I promise, this is just the beginning. Thank you for staying with me until the very end. Wishing you strength, clarity, and self-mastery in every chapter of life. See you in the next video.